My husband cheated with my adoptive sister, fresh back from abroad, shattering our marriage. Caught them on our couch, and now my parents defend her. I kicked him out, grappling with divorce and betrayal. Hi all, I'm Chloe, 28, and I'm completely lost right now. I've been a silent Reddit reader for ages, but I'm finally posting because I'm desperate for some advice from strangers who might see this clearer than I can. Here's my story. I've been married to my husband, Nathan, for 4 years now. We met back in college, hit it off pretty quick, and things were great for a long time. Nathan's 30, works in IT, and he's always been the chill, dependable type, or at least I thought he was. We've had our ups and downs like any couple, but nothing major until recently. We don't have kids yet, mostly because we've been focused on saving up and getting our careers stable. Life was pretty normal until about 3 months ago when my adoptive sister, Scarlett, came back into the picture. Scarlett's 26, and she's my parents' adopted daughter. They took her in when she was 10 after some messy family stuff I won't bore you with. Growing up, we were close, best friends, even. She's always been the outgoing one, super confident, loves being the center of attention. I'm more the quiet, keep to myself type, so we balanced each other out. After high school, she moved abroad for college and then stayed there for work, so we only kept in touch through texts and the occasional video call. I missed her, but I was happy she was doing her thing. Then, out of nowhere, she decided to move back home after 6 years away. She said she missed family, wanted a fresh start, blah blah blah. My parents were over the moon, and I was excited to have her back too. That's when everything started going downhill. Scarlett moved in with my parents at first, about an hour from where Nathan and I live. She'd come over to our place a lot, though, weekends, weeknights, whenever. Nathan was cool with it. He'd always gotten along with her back in the day when we'd all hang out. I didn't think much of it at first. They'd joke around, reminisce about old times, and I was just happy to see them getting along. But then I started noticing stuff. Little things, like how Nathan would check his phone more often when she was around, or how he'd laugh a little too hard at her jokes. I brushed it off as me being paranoid. I mean, this is my sister, well, adoptive sister, and my husband. No way anything weird was going on, right? Wrong. About a month ago, I found out Nathan's been cheating on me with Scarlett. I still feel sick typing that out. Here's how it went down. I was out of town for a work thing, a 2-day conference a couple hours away. I came home a day early because the last session got canceled, and I figured I'd surprise Nathan. Walked into our house around 9 p.m., and there they were, Nathan and Scarlett, tangled up on our couch, half-dressed, making out like teenagers. I froze. Couldn't even scream at first. Just stood there like an idiot while they scrambled to cover up. Nathan started stammering some excuse about how it just happened, and Scarlett had the nerve to say, "Chloe, I didn't mean for you to find out like this." Like what? That's the best you've got? I lost it. Yelled at them both, told them to get out, and Nathan tried to calm me down while Scarlett just grabbed her stuff and bolted. He kept saying it was a one-time thing, a mistake, but I wasn't buying it. I kicked him out too, and he's been crashing at his buddy Caleb's place ever since. I've barely slept since then, just replaying it over and over in my head. How long had this been going on? Was it just that night, or had they been sneaking around behind my back for weeks? Months? I feel like such a fool. That's the main mess, but there's more. Issue number 1, my parents. They've always adored Scarlett. She's their golden girl. When I told my mom what happened, she didn't even seem shocked. She just sighed and said, "Oh honey, Scarlett's always been impulsive. I'm sure she didn't mean to hurt you." Didn't mean to hurt me? She slept with my husband. My dad's no better. He told me I should talk it out with her because family forgives family. I couldn't believe it. They're acting like I'm overreacting, and it's making me question if I'm the crazy one here. Nathan's been texting me nonstop, begging to come home, saying he'll do therapy, whatever it takes. But my parents defending Scarlett is what's really twisting the knife. Then there's issue number 2, our mutual friends. Nathan and I have this tight-knit group we've hung out with since college, including Caleb, who's one of his best friends. Word got out fast. Nathan must have told Caleb, and Caleb's not great at keeping secrets. Now the group's split. Some of them think I should give Nathan a second chance because people mess up, while others are Team Chloe and say he's a total a-hole who doesn't deserve me. Scarlett's been texting a couple of them too, trying to explain her side, and it's turned into this whole drama fest. I hate that our dirty laundry's out there. And I hate even more that I'm losing friends over this. Issue 3, Money. Nathan and I share a joint account for bills and stuff. Since I kicked him out, he's still been dipping into it, paying for takeout, gas, whatever. I checked our statements and saw he even bought Scarlett dinner at some fancy place a week before I caught them. I confronted him, and he said it's his money too, since we're still married. I'm furious, but I don't know how to cut him off without starting a legal mess. I work as a graphic designer, decent pay, but not enough to cover everything on my own if we split the account. It's stressing me out on top of everything else. Let's rewind a bit, because I think some backstory might help. Growing up, Scarlett always got what she wanted. She's gorgeous, long hair, big eyes, the kind of charisma that makes people stop and stare. I'm not ugly or anything, but I've never been the shiny one. She'd flirt with guys I liked in high school, borrow my clothes without asking, and my parents would just laugh it off like, that's Scarlett being Scarlett. I let it slide because I loved her, and I figured that's what sisters do. Looking back, maybe I should have seen this coming. She's always had this way of taking things that aren't hers. Nathan, though, he's different. Or he was. When we started dating, he was sweet, thoughtful. He'd plan little dates, like picnics or movie nights at home. After we got married, things settled into a routine, but I thought we were solid. He'd still bring me coffee in bed sometimes, tell me he loved me. Now I'm wondering if that was all fake. Did he ever really love me? Or was I just convenient until Scarlett showed up again? The night I caught them keeps replaying in my head. Our living room's small, cozy, I used to think. Beige couch, a couple throw pillows, this ugly lamp Nathan insisted on keeping from his old apartment. That's where they were, right under that stupid lamp, like they didn't care who saw. I keep picturing Scarlett's smirk when she said she didn't mean for me to find out. Not, I'm sorry, not, I messed up, just that. And Nathan, fumbling with his shirt, looking at me like I was the one who'd done something wrong. I've cried so much I'm basically a walking zombie now. I've talked to Scarlett once since then. She called me a week ago, said she wanted to clear the air. I probably shouldn't have picked up, but I did. She went on about how she and Nathan connected when she got back, how she's been lonely, how he listened to her in a way I never did. She actually tried to spin it like I'd failed her as a sister. I hung up when she started crying, because I couldn't deal with her playing victim. She hasn't reached out since, but my mom says Scarlett's devastated, and I should be the bigger person. Bigger person? She slept with my husband on my couch. Nathan's a whole other story. He keeps leaving voicemails, saying he's sorry. He's an idiot. He'll never talk to Scarlett again if I take him back. Part of me wants to believe him because 4 years is a long time, and I still love him. Or at least I love who I thought he was. But then I think about him and Scarlett together, and I want to puke. How do I trust him again? How do I even look at him without seeing her? Work's been my only escape, but even that's a mess now. I'm behind on deadlines because I can't focus. My boss pulled me aside yesterday, asked if everything's okay. I lied, said I'm just tired, but I could tell she didn't buy it. If I lose my job over this, I don't know what I'll do. The house feels empty without Nathan, but I can't stand the thought of him coming back either. I've been sleeping on the guest bed because our bedroom smells like him, and I can't deal with that right now. I've been thinking about my options. Divorce is on the table, but it's terrifying, financially, emotionally, all of it. I could try counseling with Nathan, see if we can salvage this, but what if he's just waiting for the next chance to screw me over? And Scarlett, do I cut her out completely? My parents would freak, and I'd feel guilty because she's still family, technically. But how do you forgive something like this? I was scrolling Reddit last night, reading other people's stories, and it hit me. Maybe you guys can help. I'm so lost. I keep asking myself if I missed signs, if I pushed Nathan away somehow, if I wasn't enough. My friends say I'm not the one who screwed up here, but I can't shake the feeling that I failed somewhere along the line. Am I being unreasonable for wanting to burn this whole marriage down and never speak to Scarlett again? Or am I the one at fault for not seeing this coming? I just need to know what you all think. Thanks for reading this mess. I know it's a lot.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our daily updates.